My country Mali is a large country located in northwestern part of Africa, bordering Mauritania, Guinea, Senegal, Cote d'Ivoire, Burkina Faso, Niger, and Algeria. Mali is located in the western bit of the Sahel. The Sahel is located between the Sahara and the Sudanian savannas. The Sahel is covered in grasslands and savannas, and it is a hot place with low precipitation and little fertile land. The Sahel, like the Sahara, has very few waterways, like lakes and rivers, mostly because it is very dry. Desertification is presently a global problem. It drastically reduces arable land, fertile land in which the crops can be grown. Desertification is a problem which mostly affects the African continent. Desertification in Africa seems to spread mostly in the countries of the Sahel, which are Mali, Senegal, Mauritania, Niger, Nigeria, Chad, Sudan, Ethiopia, and Eritrea. Since 1968, Mali has suffered a truly devastating drought. The precipitation level has now dropped by 30%, one of the most dramatic declines. A big factor of desertification is deforestation and slash and burn methods. 1 million acres of trees are being cut and burned every year in Mali alone. The drought and the deforestation combined result in desertification in Mali. It is now clear that desertification is not caused by natural erosion, but by human farming methods. These farming methods are probably pushed to the limit in Africa because of the great poverty in the entire continent. Until very recently, many specialists and scientists believed that desertification is absolutely irreversible. But recently, we have all learned from the lowest plateau in China that the once thought irreversible desertification can indeed be fixed. By rehabilitating the natural ecosystem in which the problem is located. In the lowest plateau in China, it seems that the watershed rehabilitation project is fulfilling its ultimate goal, bringing the lowest plateau back to life. Slash and burn methods and other destructive native farming methods first lead to the interruption of fragile ecosystems. Once that has happened, the location is very vulnerable to desertification, especially if it is a very dry place, like Mali and the other countries in the Sahel. Fragile ecosystems can easily be destroyed by these destructive methods. These methods cause land erosion and pollution, which ultimately affect the water and the climate in that area. This is what is currently happening in Mali, where many people who don't realize what they're doing are still abundantly using slash and burn methods. But people in Africa and China are still not realizing that if they make ecosystems stay alive and quit using destructive farming methods, they would actually benefit more from that piece of land. They would have arable land which will sustain local agriculture, and they will make a profit out of it. Plus, they would have more fresh water to drink from, which is a big problem in Africa. But once desertification is allowed to spread, the task to revive large ecosystems becomes a huge project. But it is proven possible by the Chinese. The project still requires large funds from the government and a very organized team and plan. Also, it requires a lot of time, as the people of the lowest plateau have proven. It took them 10 years for them to have finally rehabilitated a part of the plateau. But the biggest problem for Mali are the funds, as it is one of the poorest countries of the world.